Okay, this is lecture 1, only for friends and family, concerning my new theory about consciousness, but I'm not going into any theory or anything like that in this lecture. This is not what it's about. This is just an introduction, and it should be interesting, so please bear with me. And I hope people get some utility out of it. The biggest problem that we have in society right now, in the world, is not wars, it's not economy, it's not a man behind the curtain or a cabal running things or secretly running the show. None of that. It's not religion. It's not any of it. What it really is very simple when you look at it from a systems thinking, complexity science perspective. Okay, highly empirical and analytical way of looking at this. And it is this. As individuals, we lack coherence. We lack coherence with the essence of ourselves. What does that mean? We lack coherence. I'm going to take myself as an example because I'm the same as everybody. I'm no better or worse than anyone. And for me, I'm a person who formulates theories. I have a lot to give to the world. I want to do this. I want to do that. But instead of pursuing one course, which would be coherent with my essence, I chop, I change. I start this one day. The next day I start something else, and I don't follow through on many of the initiatives I plan. That is a lack of coherence. And when you lack coherence, you are not able to resonate with other systems. Now, this is looking at humans as a system, because we are not a thing. You could either say we're a process or a system. Those are the best metaphors we have. Can't call us a thing unless you think that you are you when you were 5 years old. There's not one atom in your body that was the same as when you were 5 years old, so you are not you when you were 5 years old. However, you do still exist. So what you are is a system. So if you imagine yourself as a system, and in systems, there needs to be a certain amount of coherence within the system internally for that system to be able to resonate or align with other systems that are beneficial to that system. And then that creates a loop, a feedback loop that increases overall resonance. Okay. So once let's talk about what stops us being coherent. What stops us being coherent with our essence? I just gave you the example of me faffing around doing multiple different things when I should be following one path to get something out into the world. That would be more coherent than my incoherent behavior of chopping and changing. Now, if I'm taking me as an example again, if I was to increase my coherence, if I was to just have one path, follow through, get something out, like I am doing with this theory, for example, it would increase the coherence of me as a system, and then I would be able to connect to or resonate with other systems. However, in order for me to realize all of this, I first had to reduce the noise to have a clear signal in systems thinking. Okay? The noise in my system comes from all of these external stimuluses, social media, the news, my own internal voice, everything. There's all different types of noise. Okay? So you need to reduce the noise in a system to understand where you need to increase the coherence. Once you increase the coherence, you're able to resonate with other systems. For example, the society at large is another system that you connect with as an individual system. And if you're coming at it from a place of increased coherence, aligning with truth, the truth of yourself, then you will also have a positive impact on those systems. You will increase resonance overall once you connect with the world at large. Okay? The world out there, the society out there. And once you do that, it will have a positive feedback with both the society itself as a system and you as a system are increasing resonance, are increasing alignment, are increasing coherence as a collective. This is the essence of how we create better societies. It's not economics. It's not militaries. It's not race, it's not religion, it's not identity, it's not any of those things, religion, none of it. Those things are all second order. They are all emergent from how a system is behaving in regards to its relation to other systems and how much coherence that system has and how much resonance that system has. Now, the biggest problem that we have when we're trying to think about these things is entrenchment, because our societies are not built by us in these times. They're built by older societies in past times. They still have some utility because they worked back then, but they're not optimized. And we can see that now because they're all decaying in coherence. Okay? All systems out there that we see right now are decaying in coherence because they create rigid set of roles and hierarchies and things of that nature for us to force ourselves to fit into. That is not coherence. That's making both the individual and the society at large incoherent. More and more incoherent, more decay of coherence. Okay? And the more coherence decays, the more the system breaks down. That's the essence of why we see failing systems all around us. That's really what it's about. So society, I mean, from this is just a very small slice of the theory that I'm putting together, because it incorporates systems thinking, complexity science, philosophy of mind, neuroscience. This is all very kind of frontier stuff. But it's just a small slice to make you understand. Looking at humans, looking at the world around us as systems, we get a far better understanding than just having a myopic view of things on the ground level, where we're all affected emotionally by the things around us, and we have all of these stories that were taught to us when we were young, where from this place, or our parents went through this, and we should have this identity, we are this color, we are this race, we are this religion, we are this political leaning. All of that is noise and identity narrative. It's for some people it's helpful. It gives them a sense of belonging. So I can't say it's good or bad, because I don't actually believe there is such a thing as good or bad. But that's another story. But the point is that in terms of looking at things like systems, once we reduce the noise, once we become responsible for our own conscious process, we reduce the noise, then we're able to see what the essence of us really is, what the essence of our being really is, what it wants to do. Are you a person who is grinding in an office who really is supposed to be making music or something, for example? Or are you a person who's deeply intellectual and wants to put things out into the world, or deeply creative, but you're crunching numbers in a spreadsheet? That's just one example. And you could also be a person who wants to crunch numbers in a spreadsheet, who's doing something else. It doesn't matter what you do. There's no actual real grounds for discernment amongst what people want to do. It's just that society has created all of these rigid boxes for everybody to fit into. And that worked once, but it no longer works, because what that does is, over time, it decreases the coherence of the system as an individual and the collective system. And then you have, you can think of it like a Wi-Fi signal. If you increase coherence of this, you get a cleaner signal, then you can resonate and connect. And then you resonate and connect, right? To other systems. Again, it's all systems thinking. All of this is systems thinking. So this has just been lecture 1. I don't want to bang on about it too much, but what the takeaways are: 1, reduce noise. 2, figure out what your essence really is and align with that. Try to increase coherence. Remove the things that decrease coherence. Increase the things that increase coherence in you as a system. And then you don't actually have to do anything. This is the trap that we all fall into. That we think that it's all about what we have to do, and we have to make these big plans, and we have to conquer the world and do all this stuff. We actually just, all we need to do is increase the coherence of ourselves, and then we will automatically resonate with other systems that we were supposed to resonate with if we were in total coherence as an individual system. Because once you reduce the noise and become coherent, you're no longer a walking contradiction, which, if we look around, that is what people are. Everywhere you look, all you see are walking contradictions. You see, lonely people who want to be loved. You see, depressed people who want to be happy. These are incoherent people, because they haven't figured out the essence of themselves and how to align with that. And by the way, my last point on this, that is one of the truer forms of prayer. Okay, if you're leaning towards theism of any description, a truer notion of prayer is to align with truth, because once you align with truth, that is connecting to God. Because truth, and I mean truth as in for yourself, Once you align with truth, that's the ancient version of what prayer used to be before we turned it into something else. But that's I'm getting into theology now. I don't want to delve into that, but essentially reduce noise, become coherent as a system, and then you will just resonate with other systems. You will open up a world of possibilities that you were disconnected from because you were incoherent. And we all go through these moments in our life. And it's painful to do the work sometimes as well, by the way. It's not easy. So anyway, this is lecture 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some utility from it. And I will, very small slice of something I'm going to be drip feeding in very different stages over this year, next year. But I want to give people that are close to me all the utility that I can from this. And I have my own selfish reasons for doing that because I want it to spread around for people I love. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.